is backrolling who, or how they got to the show, who bought the clothes, who bought the traveling bag, who bought the tickets, who did this one, who did this one. I don't really even care. But when you are on a space like Big Brother, where everybody is looking at you, like the whole world is watching, and then you are airing laundry, whether it's dirty or clean, you are running linen out there, talking about it. I don't know what Zion sees in the lady. I don't know if the both of them reason the same way, because of course there have been situations whereby Chinwe will be fighting somebody and then Zion will be putting him out and talking derogatorily about the female, the housemate. So probably they are both in the same boat, but that relationship is a ticking time bomb. It's very, very obvious. That's the Chinwe stuff. There's nothing cute about it. It seems like just gaslighting, toxic vibes and all those things. And it's coming from both sides, like both Chinwe and Zion. So I don't know. I just hope they figure it out. They figure it out. So with Ruthie now, back to Ruthie. After everything now happened now, and then the whole fight and the shouting match and everything, she now sat down. She now started talking to people. She now started explaining that they look down on Mayor. It's because I'm going for Mayor. That's all of them are looking down, and all these things, like all these imaginary things. Is like when somebody is not self-aware to the extent of noticing what's happening in the environment and reacting based on it, not like creating scenarios in their head, which I find like, why are you just creating scenarios in your head? Why not just focus on what is happening to you directly and have energy for people who actually like give a fuck about your existence? Not like you are just creating scenarios around your head and then like attracting enemies to yourself. And with the way she has behaved now, judging by her fan base, which is not too strong, the next time she ends up in the bottom four, probably most likely next week, if she doesn't win the custodian with her partner now, she probably is going to get booted out. And that's her just getting booted out based on her not playing the game very, very well. So that's about Ruthie, because I wanted to say that. Now, let me end with Victoria, because it seems now that somebody is speaking for her case, and I'm trying to, as much as possible, articulate it the way I'm observing the show. It seems people are saying that I one thing I say about Shaun, like Shaun, is it Shaun Stars? I don't know the name. I think it's Shaun Stars, which is like you are standing your faith now, Shaun. Of course, you know that okay, he has his good qualities. He's a cool guy, main character energy is cool. This season is not a season that has like a lot of like top quality housemates to even start with. So anybody that is giving the parents minimum is trying. So I don't know why you guys as Shaun Stars get let me accept this. I don't know why Shaun Stars, or maybe people that like Shaun, get very, very emotional when it is pointed out that their faith might be lacking in that peer to some extent. That is not just Victoria that has work to do on herself. You get it's like Shaun Stars get very, very emotional, and they get attacky. Not all of them, but like some of you gets feisty when somebody points out that, what, in this pair, I think Shaun is also should also carry some burden in terms of finding a way to make this pair work, not just everything being pointed out or pitted at Victoria. And I tweeted this even before I started even getting too serious about like Victoria, like trying to understand her game and everything. The Shatoria pair, the both of them, their fates are connected to each other. So if you as a Shaun Star has like a very if you have like a very dirty or like a very bitter view about Victoria, you are invariably doing Shaun a disservice, because their fates are tied. I don't know how it's going to be, but the both of them are strong, like individually, because they have their own dynamics. Okay, Victoria has her own, Shaun has his own as well, and whatever it is, whether it is that their pair is not as cordial as other pairs are, they are still like doing well as a pair. And without you won't say. I find it very funny when somebody say, "Oh, it is Shaun that is carrying that pay." No, in terms of voting, in terms of the numbers, in terms of everything that is happening outside, the both of them are holding their weights together. You get, they are pulling it together, and the fact that Victoria decided not to interact too much with Shaun because he is right now in a ship. She doesn't want to intrude so much. You get? She doesn't want to. Not everybody can be like Wanni that would because not everybody can be like Handi. Wanni is Handi's twin sister, and they've done almost everything together. So almost every relationship that Wanni is, Handi would also have a say in it. Not everybody can be like that. Do you expect the Shaun and Wanni ship to become 4 people? Then we are going to have Handi, then we are also going to have Victoria at the side, and then 3 girls are going to be all doing committee meeting where Shaun is the only guy in the dynamics. No, you get the whole stuff is already crowded. I said it. I think I said it maybe the day before yesterday that I want Handi to pull a little bit away from even that Shaun and Wanni stuff, because Handi also needs to develop on her own. Shaun and Victoria have developed the both of them, they've developed on their own. Shaun has his storyline, Victoria has her storyline as well, and the both of them are doing well as an individual and also as a pair. You get, but I don't know how the dynamics would be if Handi pulls away from and tries to gain her own relevance without being connected to Wanni as much. So, as a Shaun star now, if you have a very, very deep or a very, very vicious view about Victoria, thinking she's manipulating the viewers for pity votes for herself, I don't know how when I see logic and I try to point it out and people don't see it, I find it I'm this girl knows that she's peer to Shaun. Why would she be doing pity votes for people to vote for her? She's not being voted for as an individual. She's everybody that pities Victoria. Let's say people are pitying her to vote for her and are voting for her based on their pity for her. The person is also voting for Shaun right now. So why would you the campaign her when you know that whatever dynamic she's playing in again is actually supportive, is actually benefiting your own favor as well? You get, I find it maybe you are watching the game with emotion and you feel like you have figured out somebody's strategy, and then you're you know what, I know her strategy, she's manipulating people. Then you put your card on the table. Okay, so she's manipulating people. I know it. I know what she's doing. She's manipulating. No, yeah, nobody anytime I talk about the girl, I'm not saying that, oh, she's perfect. People have insecurities. So when a female person says somebody who they know, you have friends like this, there are people that have insecurities, and you know how it is for them. You get, it's not about even being beautiful. You get, it's very weird when you say simply because somebody is beautiful, then they should give you something. No, there are beautiful people who don't even know that they are beautiful, that they need to be told. You get, there are people who they are fine, but then they'll look at the mirror and they'll be like, oh, there's these pimples on my eyes, there's this way my nose looks, and then that insecurity will creep in, and then they'll think that makes them not look as fine as they actually look. You get, so what we are supposed to do to them is support them, is to give them words of encouragement to make them feel better about themselves. Not everybody has it all figured out in terms of self-confidence, and somebody being fine and then you are saying, oh, because she's fine so she has to do this thing because she's fine. No, it's you are projecting. The fact that somebody is fine, that doesn't mean they will be confident in themselves. That doesn't mean they won't have weaknesses of not being able to interact socially. And the fact that somebody can interact socially outside of the house, or maybe you've heard people make case of that. Maybe Victoria is more extroverted outside, and then she's more in her shell. When you are in the house, the psychology, the social behavior and everything, it can switch, because the overwhelming nature of knowing that a camera is on you every day, and then there are people outside like us judging your character every minute, it can weigh down on your personality, whatever personality that you had outside, and make you a little bit not as outspoken as you are outside of the house. These are all these are facts, fact things. It's sociology, is there. Anybody that looks and analyzes game properly would know it without looking from the point of view that, oh, I'm a Shaun star, I'm in this thing, and I'm a viewer, and I want everybody to be loud. No, not everybody can be loud. If everybody is loud, then everything will look it will look performative. You get, so we need the people who are not as loud. We also need the people who are loud as well. You get content comes both ways. The fact that, okay, for example, now, Double K, you get, I've also said it that, okay, their storyline is good, but I don't think the both of them are really giving like that. You get, but when you look at it also from another angle and you observe the both of them, that's why the fact that they are not really doing too much. Whatever it is that is propagating their storyline, they are giving us. You get, they'll give you a little and then that's all. They are not as loud, but you know that storyline is there. A married couple who came into the house to play as if they are not married. It's simple and straightforward. They are not going all about and, you know, even though we are asking them, oh, we want you to do, we also have it at the back of our mind that these people are taking it as slowly pleased as they are. You get, not everybody decides to put all their cards on the table at the same time. Some people keep it, put one, they wait, they observe, and then they do the other ones. So if you can give, like all the other people, maybe Double K the benefit of the doubt, give these people the benefit of the doubt. Why can't you do the same for Victoria? You get, and I will end with this, and I think I said it the last time too. She hasn't done anything. She hasn't said anything bad. Technically, she hasn't had like a deep, strong altercation with anybody for you to warrant that, oh, she's trying to make people go against this person. If she has done it, then we'll discuss about it that, okay, Victoria has at this time talked bad about Shaun. Victoria made Shaun look bad. You get, the fact that she's battling her own demons or battling her own insecurity, that doesn't mean she's trying to pull other people's down. That it doesn't follow. You get, and the fact that you are like you've worked Big Brother for many years, and then you're like, you know what, she's manipulating people for pity votes. She's manipulating people for no. The fact that you feel like you figured it out and you know what it is, that doesn't necessarily mean you are right. That doesn't necessarily mean you are right. There's a probability that you are not looking at it from the viewpoint of view of what is really happening, and then you are just watching the game based on emotion. Thank you.
Hi, I think Lil Wonder, you said